Morning. I wonder what sort of mess I'm going to make of this. I've just pinched these two boats. I've just roughly drawn them in from Shutterstock. Sort of image, copyright free images. We'll see what we make of them. Just a salt marsh, a Norfolk salt marsh. I'll put it slightly to the left. I'm just going to tilt my board a little bit. That's all right. And this morning I bought another tray, a display tray. They're very cheap. They're about £2.50, something like that. I buy them when I occasionally see them. It's one of those things that you see, you think, I better buy one just in case they stop manufacturing food display trays. But of course they don't. This is from a local macro superstore, grocery type. So what I'm going to do is a salt marsh. I'm going to wet the paper all over, and I've got these colours here. I've got ultramarine blue, bird's umber, Payne's grey, burnt sienna, cadmium yellow light. All but the Payne's grey are artist quality. So we'll see what we make of it. So I want quite a bit of water on this because I want it to spread a bit, and I don't want it to. Because I'm going to use the mops, so I want the watercolour to actually flow. And using the mops, I don't want the mop marks, so I'm going to use this number 6 Pro Art Renaissance. So I'll put a bit of sienna, but not a lot, just to make it a little bit interesting. There's some in the water. Not sure if I'll put a bit of salt marsh in the back there. Okay, let's get a little bit stronger with that. Okay, now we'll put in some blue. Well, I think this is cobalt. Cobalt, yeah, cobalt. Well, that's okay. A bit of Payne's grey in it, I think. But put it nice and wet. That mop, it tends to, because it's got a point on it, it's, I might be better with a sable, but I'm not really sure. Put some of this in the water. And I'll put a bit of a lighter bit of. It's not too bad. I want that darker there. Maybe I would be better with the hake. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't really want the point on that one. So I've got another squirrel mark. Pro Art Renaissance mob. It's goat hair. This one. Dirty goat's hair. So let's just put in a bit of cloudy. A bit better. Makes it a little bit of the. Okay, well that'll do. That'll do for a start. Now I'm going to just reclip the paper. The boys next door playing football, school holiday this week. Really nice family. And the mum's calling Patsy the dog, a beautiful jet black spaniel. It's only about 4 months old. Lovely, lovely dog. Okay, so I'm going to put in some. Well, I want some lemon yellow, just to go on the top of these are salt marshes, by the way. But I don't want them too. Maybe let's just put a bit of blue over the back there. Slightly bluer. Okay. Going into Okay. Right, now I'm going to put in some burnt sienna. I'm keeping this as sort of a limited palette. There's a sort of I've got in mind sort of Blakeney or Plancaster salt marshes. A bit stronger than that. Oh, these are lovely, lovely colours. These are Jacksons. And we'll put in some umber. Lovely. Burnt umber's Jackson's own artist quality. I'll put a bit of detail in this. A bit of pains. Look at that. Lovely dark shadowy colours there. Not trying for any sort of detail with the marsh grasses, just letting the brush dart around. I'm using Fabriano to see how we go, so we can actually do it with Fabriano. I'm going to put one side dark, I'm going to put the other side much darker. So just black and the blue, and the brown. Do a bit of detail on that, I suppose. A bit of blue over the back here. Okay. I'm going to give that a dry. And before I do, let's just put in a bit of detail with a card, a plastic card, not a lot. Just to show a little bit of detail in the foreground. That'll do. Right, now I'm going to dry that and have a go at these, putting the boats in. Okay, right, boats. I want a point, so go back to the number 6. And this boat here, there's got a bit of water on it. This boat here was white, but I'm going to put a bit of shadow in that. So let's have a little bit of the panes and the blue, but nice and shadowy. And same over the other side. Right, now we'll go for a bit of dark Payne's grey, a bit of blue, going under there. Be careful with the point of this brush. Well, it's a bit tricky. Yeah, that's very tricky. That I'm going to have to lift that little bit out there. Well, we'll go with a bit of darker blue there. Let's just. And very lighter blue over this. Right, now I'm going to put a reddish canopy on there. And a bit darker in the shadow area. Or under the canopy, and we just a little bit of detail on there. Okay. That'll do. We've got to put some reflections in. I'm just going to lift that nasty bit out there. Well, overlapped. Now, as you know, I don't live near boats. Even my River Wandle doesn't have any boats on it. Well, where the Thames, where it meets the Thames at Wandsworth, it would. Right, put some shadow in there, some reflection. Okay. Right, this boat here, bit of detail. Put in some windows on there. Not sure what I'm doing here. That will coincide with the reflection. Right, just put a little bit more shadow on there. Just feather it with a bit of clean water. Okay, that'll do. Right, now I was thinking of using, excuse me a moment, but I just reach over to see if one of these brushes is suitable. It's one of my new 1.5" brushes, my goat hair brushes, but I don't know if they will work. One here. I've got a new one of these, but oh, there it is. I think this might be a little bit tricky. It's a bit too. No, I won't use. I've got this one here. It's a bit of a cheapo, but I don't think it will work. Just to put the masks in. No, it's a cheapo brush. We won't use that. I thought I had a new one, which oh, there you go. Newer. But I use these for my acrylic work, but I use them for watercolour. But I want to put those masks in, and I want a nice chisel edge, but I don't think that will do. A bit of grey, a bit of blue, make it dark. Not sure. Bit risky, that, isn't it? Right, hake, that will do it. It's got a nice flat edge. Got some grey in there. So never underestimate a hake. Put some rigging. I haven't a clue where that rigging goes, so I won't put much of it in. Okay, just leave across. I just lifted these out of shuttlecock, and there are loads of boats and things in there. I know most of these masts are aluminium. Okay. Don't know if I could do much more to that. I'm not sure if that actually goes there, but hey, it's all fair, isn't it? Right, so the hake is a very useful brush, and as you know, after all my hundreds and hundreds of videos with the hake, it does just about everything except white signature. I expect if I was skillful enough, it would do that as well. Okay, let's put in some reflections now. But before I do that, I just want to put in some more detail around the edges. There's a shadow. This is terrific. This is pro art. It's £12. Now, lost a hair. Okay, so let's wet the paper. I'll use this one. And we'll just so more of that to reflect, so it's just right. I'm going to put those blue in the pose, but they want to be darker than the underside of that. Darker there. Bit of that red. And a bit of that light blue. And little boy there. And we'll have a little bit of reflection of that. Okay, well, I not much I can do with that. I don't think that's a very simple painting. We can put a mast in. Do a bit more of quite straight, man. Okay. Not so sure about that over there, so let's just see. I've got a lovely big palette to work from. Let's just okay, now put a little bit of red sail colour or whatever, just down here. So the blue one. Right. Blue there. Right, well I don't think I can do much more to that. It's as simple as I can make it. I think the fabric on is just a little bit too smooth, but if I get my finger and just dab it in the wet paint. Just to make a bit of messy detail. No, I won't push my luck on that. Right, okay. Put a bird. So you can see the hake, even though I've used a mop for all of it, the hake does do the mask very well. So just add a couple of little birds of a feather over the blobs. Okay, I suppose we could try a little bit of dry brush just across there, with just a bit of blue and just a little bit of water ruffling. Okay. Right, I'm not going to do much more than that. I've never done one like this before. Low tide in Lancaster Salt Marsh, that sort of thing. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll better sign it and put a mount around it and we'll see what we've done. And I'll clean my palette and a bit for dobs of loose paint. A bit of shadow on these rocks. Okay, put it in the mountains to see if it's any good. So I wouldn't worry about lifting boats from Shutterstock. It's a very good source of photographs for these sorts of things, especially if you're a landlubber like me. I don't think it's particularly good, but put a blue mount around it. But unless it's really bad, I'll publish everything, warts and all. Except the absolute abject failures, I don't show you those. I paint on the backs of those. But we all do that, don't we? Can't waste our paper. Okay, well there we are. There's quite a bright, cheerful painting there. I just want to just connect that boy. Bit of that. Bit of pencil. Right, okay, there we go. Thanks for watching. Let's just bring you round and get it full on. So there we are. Brancaster salt marsh. A couple of boats that I've lifted from Google. Probably that one's probably a bit too big for that one, but it's got its cover on, so that one's maybe further back. Right, okay, let me know what you think of that. Bye for now.